The leaves now blanket the forest floor, and our days are getting shorter and shorter. It is unseasonably warm and dry around here, so during the day, you can even still get away with wearing shorts. But come the evening time, it gets chilly pretty quickly, and evening sure does seem to arrive faster than ever. With winter right around the corner, I felt like now would be a really good time to add a few more little cozy touches to the cottage. I think cozy is really the way I would describe my decor, just layer upon layer of color.
You okay? You getting sunshine? You keeping toasty? You keeping toasty?
It's important to me that my home feels like it's giving me a hug when I walk through the front door. And I feel like having lots of plants to take care of and enjoy their beauty. That's one of the ways that I've added cozy. And having lots of pictures throughout the house. That's also something that is really cozy, along with having the little crafted things I've made over the years stay around too. That's pretty cozy. I have shared many times how I want to learn to sew my own boho dresses, and I finally got a sewing machine. My amazing friend Kathy gave me hers, and I am so excited to learn. Which is why I'm really excited about the sponsor of today's video, Craftsy. This winter, my goal is to learn how to sew, and with Craftsy, I can log on and have access to over 2,000 classes in 20 popular categories like crochet, knitting, painting, photography, sewing, and so many more. I feel like the chillier season is the best time to learn new crafts and skills while keeping cozy indoors. There are lots of advanced, amazing sewing courses that I really want to jump right into, but I'm super grateful that there are also beginner courses that will walk me right through the very basics, which I need. The instructional videos are taught by friendly experts, and you can even connect with fellow makers to ask questions, share ideas, and stay inspired. The first 1,000 of you to click the link in the video description will get a full year of premium membership to Craftsy for only $1.49. That's kind of amazing. It's valid for new members only. I cannot wait to see what we're all going to create this winter. I always get a little bit sad when the last of the leaves have fallen. We've got a few left, but most are gone. But the good part is, it gets so much brighter in the cottage, so I decided I wanted to celebrate that gorgeous winter light. I grabbed these little disco balls. I've been wanting a disco ball for a while. Normally they're just too big, but I got 2 little mini ones at Hobby Lobby.
Hey, buddy. What is that?
The other day I was at a store and I found a box of white lights that had already been opened, so the store marked it down to I think like $4.99. I was so excited, so I grabbed it and I added to the white lights that I already have out in the yard. It makes such a difference when everything has already died and it just looks a little drab and sad. The white lights make everything look a bit more festive and happy. I was really trying to amp up the cozy in my yard because I was planning on having a bonfire with some friends, so I wanted it to just feel super, super cozy with the lights, but we've had some fires break out in the Hudson Valley. You can see the one off in the distance from my yard, so it is not the time to have any bonfires, unfortunately. It's 9:30. I am editing images, which, it's the busy season for photographers. Yeah, I'm getting through it. I'm almost done, but I'm sitting here and it started raining. So I'm listening to the rain pitter-pattering outside. I wish it was pouring because we really need like a lot of rain, and it's not going to rain a lot tonight, but there are literally fires going on all over the Hudson Valley. It's kind of weird to me that there's so many all at the same time. Well, it's not weird. We're in a really bad drought, but yeah, they're all broke out around the same time in completely different areas. The one that's closest to here is like 30 minutes away. So it's, I mean, I'm in no imminent danger, but it's just, yeah, like hearing the rain, it just feels really comforting. I've been very like focused on wanting the rain for our well, because our well is, it's just pretty much, it dries out like all the time regularly. It needs rain. So yeah, I've been focused on that. But now that there's these fires going on, I'm just so happy that there's a little bit of rain. We're only going to get a little rain tonight, and then it's not going to rain again. Like it was supposed to rain multiple days this week, but yeah. So I'm just going to listen and enjoy it. It's a little stressful knowing there's fires so close. I know that in certain parts of the country and world, people are very used to, unfortunately, wildfires. That is not something we're used to here. So yeah, a little disconcerting. And but I'm just going to listen to the rain while I edit. It's such a peaceful sound, especially when you haven't heard it in a while. It just sounds so nice and cozy. Okay, you want to do a fashion shoot? I had to order him some new sweaters because, as you can see, this one is falling apart, but it's my favorite of his sweaters. I will link the brand below. Ooh, that's sun. I'll link the brand below just because if you're in the market for something like what I wanted, which was cheap because I wanted it to be stretchy. Like if you look, you can see that it's very stretchy, and that's what I wanted because this is, of course, where their little tracheas are, and with Chihuahuas, they often get the collapsing tracheas if anything's tight around their neck. So this one's like, it's just cheap. It's cheaply made. It's from Walmart, and but I've had it for 2 years now. Yeah, but because it's stretched out and just kind of loose, he's comfortable in it. So if you have a dog this size and you're looking for something similar, buddy, then this might be the sweater brand for you. And we're going to show all of his beautiful sweaters. This is the worst day ever to be filming inside, well, outside too, because it's very cloudy and the clouds are moving fast. So the sun is just coming in and out, in and out, in and out. And I want to shoot Charlie's little fashion show. Okay, yeah, over. To start off this show, we'll be featuring some of Charlie's older sweaters that he's been wearing for the last few years. But I liked it so much that I got a few new ones this year, like this beautiful red one and this one that says favorite child. And here is my absolute favorite new one with the little squirrels on it. I think he looks so handsome in his green sweater, and then his green coat from his grandmother, and last but not least, his orange coat from his grandmother. Look, bud, I got a new blanket for you. You ready? I'm gonna put it up here. I thrifted this little quilt a few weeks ago, and I think it's so cute. I have a personal belief that you can never have too many blankets, and they just add such a feeling of coziness in the home.
Ready? Go ahead, check it out. Look, do you like it?
Handsome boy. Oh. It's 2:30. It feels like it's like 8:30 because it's going to be dark soon. Like yeah, I know I'm not alone being thrown off with the time change and just with things getting dark so early. It has its challenges. I will say this year has been maybe the easiest fall I've gone through in a long time because we've had sunshine, and there's a price to pay for all the sunshine we've had. I mean, we have no water in our well or very little water. We run out all the time at this point, and there's wildfires going on. I mean, it's crazy because we're in such a drought, and part of the reason we're in a drought is because not only has it not rained, but we're having like bright sunshine, which is not our normal fall. Now, obviously the drought part's not good, but the sunshine part, wow. I'm not sure I've ever felt this just like steady at this point in time. Normally by now I've pulled out my sun lamp, which I have not pulled out my sun lamp this year. It's still tucked away. I'm sure I need it come winter because normally it's gray here in the winter too. And it's tough. And I'm sure not sure. I imagine we'll still have it in the winter because when it's really cold out, you get that bright blue sky. But when it's kind of warm for winter, usually around here, it's very gray and kind of like damp in the air. That's what we've had the last few winters. And I feel like that's probably what we'll have this winter again. So I'm just grateful for all this sunshine while we have it because it feels amazing. And when it gets gray, which it will, I'll pull out my light box and that will help get me through. Keep on taking my vitamin D, but this must be what it feels like to live in like San Diego. I noticed the times I've gone to San Diego, I feel like people are such nice drivers there. And obviously there's the whole stereotype of California being terrible for, well, not stereotype, there's the fact that there's a lot of traffic there, but I was blown away by how like kind people were on the road and how the fact that everyone was just letting everyone go kept the traffic flowing so much smoother than around here in New York, which I'm not even in the city. We're an hour, 20 minutes north of the city, but still it's the driving around here is like me first, and everyone's just trying to cut everyone off, and it actually slows traffic down. But yeah, I noticed when I was there, I'm like, I feel like people are just happier. Everyone just seemed lighter in their mood. And the times I've gone has always been in the winter, like January. And yeah, that's how I'm feeling like it is here right now. Like it's just lighter, the fact that the sun's out and you just feel good because of that. So I don't know about you, but baking makes me feel so cozy. Of course, it's the best to sit down and eat something warm, especially chocolate chip cookies right out of the oven. That definitely feels cozy. But your house gets warmed up from the oven, and then there's that amazing smell that's coming from the cookies baking. It's just the best feeling. Yum, yum, yum. Making little changes like changing out the towels, the different colors that you have on display, to me it makes such a big difference, probably because this is a small space, so you can see everything from everywhere you are in the cottage. But I personally am a bit of a maximalist, so I love just layering color upon color, texture upon texture, pattern upon pattern. It just fills my heart with joy and makes me feel like, well, like I mentioned before, like my house is giving me a big, giant, colorful hug. There's nothing quite as cozy with your chocolate chip cookies as a nice hot cup of tea. I decided I needed to go ahead and organize my teas a little bit to take out some that I'm really not enjoying and add in more that I have been really enjoying. My tea collection is pretty much my medicine box. You'll really only find herbal things, and most of the time I think to grab them based on how I'm actually feeling. But it's nice to know that it's all stocked up and ready to go for the next few weeks. Mint is definitely one of my favorites, so I picked up a new box, one I've never tried before. It's nice to have it right there where I can grab it so that I can have a nice hot cup of mint tea whenever I want.
Sit. Good boy. Go. Go. Right here. Good boy. Ready? Go. Right here. Good boy. One more time. One more time. Ready? Go. Good job, buddy. Hold on.
Chopping up lemons might be the nicest therapy I can think of. It just makes your whole body feel happy, breathing in that super happy citrusy lemon smell. But I wasn't just doing it for no reason. I have been lately buying ginger, lemon, cayenne shots from the store, little juice shots in little bottles, but it's been getting a little pricey, so I decided I needed to start making my own. So this was my first time trying it, and of course it's just not that hard of a thing to make. I mixed in some turmeric, and then I also added in some cayenne. I probably could have put more in. I wasn't exactly sure since this was my first time making it, but it smelled so good. Sometimes I'll take these little juice shots just as they are, or other times I like to add them into boiling water to make like a tea, or they work great if you just add some olive oil. You've got a ready-made little salad dressing. So this was definitely a little project that turned out to be a success. Some days if I'm working from home, I have to remind myself to hurry up and get outside before the day is gone, because it's so important for me to spend time in nature. And there's been these days where I mean to get out and take a nice walk, but the day gets away from me. So when that happens, I go out and take a little bounce on my trampoline, which is at least better than nothing. I feel like one of the best ways for me personally to not get discouraged or annoyed that the days are so short is just to lean into the darkness. And candles are one of the best ways to do it for me. They're just so cozy, and it almost feels like a little luxurious experience to light them if I happen to be home as the little last bit of light is fading away, which is early, but lighting them and then just enjoying a few peaceful moments with some hot tea, maybe some cookies, or usually some cookies, and just that soft light is such a nice way to enjoy a cozy moment. Took a few moments to pick out the books that I want to read this winter, and just having them sitting out and about feels cozy to me. As does my little fake fireplace, which honestly, it does the job.
Winter come to us all.
The person I've been seeing for acupuncture recommended this book to me. It's called Wintering, and she said it really helped her last winter. We were talking about how tough it can be when the gray settles in, and she said it just helped her lean into it a bit more. So I've just started reading it. I can't tell you if I like it or not or recommend it, but it seems the right choice to read at the start of winter.
Cozy boy.
Oh, boy. I don't know if you can ever have too many little white lights or too many blankets. I've definitely not ever reached my limit. So I'll just keep on adding them so I can keep on feeling cozy. Thank you so much for being here, for watching this cozy little video, and I hope that wherever you are that you're well and that you have a really wonderful weekend.